It is over 365 days that terrorists attacked a Kaduna-bound train from Abuja at Katari with 289 passengers on board. The sad event led to the death of 9 passengers and the abduction of over 60 others. The incident shook the nations to its foundation, and one full year after, for many, it's just like yesterday. Families, friends of the victims, both dead and alive, have not come to terms with the reality of what actually happened at Katari on March 28, 2022. Our correspondent, Bosun Yakuseks, has more.
March 28, 2022 remains a nightmare to many as terrorists planted explosive devices along rail track on Abuja Kaduna-bound AK-9 passenger train. The device exploded, causing the train to derail. The unfortunate incident killed 9 passengers, while the terrorists kidnapped over 60 passengers. The incident, perhaps, remains one of the most devastating of all the attacks by bandits across the country. And what made it remarkably different and also most gruesome was the fact that, unlike other attacks, instant deaths were recorded and a huge number of VIPs were involved. Besides, it took government much of negotiations before the victims who were fortunate to have escaped death in the attack were set free. From all indications, the train attack and the prolonged detention of the abducted passengers in the custody of the criminals appeared to many to have exposed much of the perceived weakness in the national security architecture. Some of the victims who spoke to Galaxy TV say life has not remained the same since the ugly incident occurred.
Nothing to do to us. I'm telling you, I face a lot of terrible challenges. When I'm in the captivity, my wife was born at government hospital. She fed all the child. She fed all the services. She fed. No single cover from state government and federal government. I'm telling you the truth. It's only individual within the community helping us. And then even when we came back, nobody came to our rescue. They only brought us to NAF hospital and gave us one drip. After giving us one drip, and then they gave us anti-malaria.
They say we should keep a low profile because at that time there was still remaining 20-something, I guess, or to 30-something people at the crucial. They say we should just lay low and all of that. Let this news or whatever spread the fire. So we said, okay, no problem. Sometimes I'll call them, so my brother Leko, what are people going to do about it? They said it's not on their power again, that they have to, it's something that has to take one kind of procedure and all of that. So no wahala. The little money we had now, we started taking our brother to hospital, running this one and that. After the first scan they did and everything, they couldn't proceed the treatment.
Victims say 1 year after, government has not done anything to reintegrate them back to the society, as many of them are suffering since the sad incident happened.
I have no what to express it because I'm the only one that is not how I'm going to. Even now I just come back from hospital. It just with my head. Something is just going my head, and then maybe I don't know what infect my side of kidney. I used to go to hospital and then nobody come to our rescue. The government, since we came back, nobody called us from government to come and sympathize us. Since the night with our family, nothing has been done. All our business has been done.
Government to actually look into this matter, because I had several discussions with my people. I think it's not just about me, it's all of us. Some lost their jobs, some could not afford their rent anymore, bills and all of that. We had similar situation, all of us. And why should we be? We are Nigerian citizens, for Christ's sake. And this thing happened to us. Everyone, even my dad, was confident enough to tell me that at least these people will look into your case at this time. So people will call you and be like, we heard about this, the government did this to you. The government did this to you people. We said nothing. Until date, some people are still surprised. Like, what do you mean? With all this wide everywhere in the world, knowing about this, and then they did nothing to you people.
Jesse narrates that his brother is still nursing an injury he sustained from a gunshot on that fateful day with no help from government.
Okay, my brother's name is Gaius Gambo. So ever since we were released, that I can't remember the day anymore. But when we were taken to the hospital at Air Force Base here, they did the scan. They said the leg is fine. The only thing that you need to do is just to wash the wound time to time and all of that. That's all. So going back to his parents' place, which is in Kano, which is kind of like we now said, okay, we want to advance the treatment somehow. Like, we take it to ourselves since they can't do anything. We waited because we thought his condition is even critical that they had to look into it fast. No way. Started raising money little by little. Started going to those. He first did his scan again. They now said something is wrong with it.
A sad reminder of the heinous incidents was the disclosure in this anniversary statement by the Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, that some survivors of the train attack were yet to pick up at least 16 of their bags 1 full year after.